This machine right there, that's going to be used on Sunday. In order for me to get here, I had to go through several steps. Oh my goodness. I had to wash my face because it got all over my face. This is one of a multiple series. I don't know how many parts will be to this story, but this is just video number 1, and it is actually the precursor before the concrete got started. Because a lot of beautiful things begin with a dream. Backyards are awesome. My name is Cynthia, and I want to share my adventure with you. I had a very romantic vision about a month ago. It was our 25th anniversary, and I was just like, well, I really would like to gift my husband something magical, a big magical outdoor kitchen that I'm going to design and create by myself. Oh boy. Well, okay. It may sound silly, but ever since we moved into this house, I've been dreaming about how to expand that concrete slab and making it more appropriate for our family's needs. And the way it was built, it only fit a small table and a small ceramic grill. The idea was to extend the concrete slab and just go all the way to the end of the house, making it more than double what it currently is. When my husband grills, he really only has enough space for his Kamado Joe and a table. And he's been talking about a Blackstone. He's also been talking about a pizza oven. And I thought, what a wonderful way to celebrate and thank him after being with him for 25 years, to gift him the space and the ability to create a kitchen or something that's more appropriate for our lifestyle. Everything was going smoothly and according to plan. I was removing some of the landscaping that had been there from before till I hit this particular plant that was established and had been there already for the last 5 years. When I started moving that, all hell broke loose. Moving big plants and even trees is not new to me. I've done this plenty of times before. That azalea was probably moved on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Well, by the weekend, on Sunday, we ended up going to church, and all of a sudden we stood up, and oh my goodness, I could feel this pain. Just very, it felt like something was electrically going from the middle of my back down all the way. And I thought I must have pinched a nerve or something. And it just felt like, oh my gosh, am I not going to be able to walk? And I felt a little bit of a letdown for myself. I was like, I've done this so many times before. What is happening? I got a little carried away with the way that I was processing, creating things for the YouTube channel versus what is really best. And I always say, there's always a silver lining. I always say it in Spanish, so it's a totally different saying. But I really do believe that when bad things happen, there's a better outcome ahead. This is where I let go of my ego and asked my husband for help. And at first, he wasn't super excited about it. He didn't really understand my vision. But as time went on and he finally saw it on concrete day, things changed. The last time I worked with concrete, I actually worked with Manny, and we did those stepping stones in the back that everybody loved. Manny's a family member who's been helping me with several projects in this channel. You're welcome to watch that video. It's a tutorial of how to make those stepping stones. For that video, we bought concrete bags. We brought them in from Home Depot and we put them in a wheelbarrow, mixed it with water, and created the form right on the ground. Well, this is a bit different. We needed to create a form and we needed to put wire mesh. But really, what you need the most help with is on the day of laying the concrete. And there's a lot more concrete. At one point, I thought, there's no way my husband and I are going to be able to do this together with a wheelbarrow. And so I thought maybe I should do some brick or some pavers, artificial turf, or maybe even an Italian garden. But then I had a light bulb moment about someone who had worked with concrete and knew exactly what he was doing. And so I called him up, and sure enough, the timing was perfect where he could help out. Hey, Chris.
Hello.
You excited to get started?
Yes. As excited as I can be about concrete.
This changed everything for me because I had somebody who was leading the project, who knew what he was doing, and who was able to help me, even with deciding how many bags of concrete you need.
The hard work is the day of concrete. This makes the day of concrete a lot easier.
So we're trying to go as deep as this. Like, this is what we're trying to match, the depth. 3 inches?
3 inches is perfect for outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
4 to 6 is what you put cars on, and You won't be parking.
No cars here. Yeah.
At 2 inches, it starts cracking.
We need like a little pitch or like a.
And so once you find your low point, your high point,
Uh-huh.
I pulled a string from there. I went to my mark here.
Uh-huh.
That's my pitch.
I also like doing this because I learn a lot. Chris also suggested that we make some post holes in case we wanted to put a pergola later, which of course I want to do something like
Post
that.
would be probably 8. That would be the side of your post.
Uh-huh.
That would be the side of your post. The sky's the limit now.
The last time I worked with concrete, we actually just purchased Quickcrete. We loaded it into my van and we brought it to the house to go ahead and mix in that wheelbarrow. But now there is an easier way because I've talked to a professional who has told me, hey, you can actually go to homedepot.com, for example, put in your specs, how big is your space, and it will actually tell you how many bags of concrete you need based on the weight of the concrete bag. So they're 60 pounds or 80 pounds. And it is the regular concrete mix that you need. They charged me $79 to bring it in. And I went ahead and ordered that and the wire mesh. And now I learned that you can rent these concrete mixers. And we will also see on Sunday when we put that together what a major difference that makes. So according to Chris, it should take us about 6 hours. Another thing he told me right away is like, you and I aren't even going to do this. Like, we actually need to lift about 100 bags, maybe 80 bags. We don't know. We got 100 just to make sure we had enough, giving ourselves some leeway because you can always return any bag of concrete that you do not use. A concrete mix truck would be the fastest way to do it. So if you have clearance that is 10 feet at least, or check with your company that rents those trucks, that would be even the fastest way to do it on concrete laying day. It's 150 more or less for the rental of the gas powered mixer. I think it's a much better situation. Chris and I teamed up as he said this is the part that takes more time, but it is the important part so that on concrete day it wouldn't be as hard. Sunday came soon enough with a Home Depot truck and a forklift that took all the concrete bags all the way to the back. Hi, Manny.
Hi.
You don't even live here anymore and you're still helping. I found a way to get you to help. Hey, baby. Say hey, Hector. I was smiling from ear to ear the entire day. While I'm editing, the guys have reported that they are sore from lifting those 60-pound bags into the concrete mixer, but this was definitely possible because of their help, and I am forever grateful. Hindsight is 2020, and knowing what I know now, I would never want my husband and I to do this on our own. No way. Some of the videos that are going to be coming up is how to do the concrete pad because I did document everything. Also, design ideas. I actually want to hear from you. What do you think would be great in this space? Do you have ideas of something that could be really awesome for a rectangular type of concrete pad that I have? I need to let it cure right now, but eventually I want to show you the entire covered porch along with that space and the entire vision with a couple of design ideas that could be magical. The fact that I had Chris to help me was a game changer. And I think that is the biggest lesson I learned in this particular scenario. Save your back. Find the person who knows a little bit more and ask them for help. Even when you're watching YouTube videos and you're getting to information about, oh, it's not that hard, take it from me. Sometimes you got to be honest with your limitations. And that may be hard to swallow, but hey, I'm here. My back no longer hurts. I am so happy with the result, and I am so grateful for everyone who was in this video, for Chris, and for all of the things that I have learned. Thank you to all of my viewers for listening to the story and for sticking around this long if you have. I can't wait to talk to you more about outdoor spaces and indoor spaces and DIY projects and protecting your back and taking care of yourself and doing it the easiest way possible. With that, remember that you can create bliss at home and in the garden. See you next time.
Hey, finished project. Look at this.
Yay!
Thank you.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you.